Hello everyone and welcome back to Edge of Eternity. So, after the revelations we had in the previous one, and unsurprisingly no one believes Selene, so we're journeying to a cathedral, and this was unskippable for some reason. So we're journeying to a cathedral, which apparently has something hidden within it that possesses great power, or great knowledge, because, well, no one wanted to actually explain anything to us, but they said we'll find out in due time. So let's just go with that. And let's see. Go for an old ice rift. And shoot him. And we'll start working on the ice worm. Still need some thunderworms to finish the last quest. This should do the trick, and it didn't. They have surprisingly quite some magic resistance. And Selene also has a old weapon, which isn't that strong. Could use a new one. Didn't find any new schematics, which kinda sucks. Go for a quickening gust. So I think when we get to the cathedral, we'll have some more story time, so get ready for that. Maybe Darren will remember something from the day they had that adventure in the mines when they were younger, and yes, guess we'll be the ones that will try to convince the rest of the party that Selene's telling the truth, that she, well, I was going to say speaks, but more like listens to the gods. But we'll find out soon, I guess.
Should have started my story from the beginning.
Yeah, you should have.
Darian, do you remember the time I saved you back in the Elon mines?
How could we forget? You don't let us.
What is there to say? You used magic to save us all. It caused quite a fuss in the village back then.
Yeah.
What happened exactly?
Big old golem attacked us.
We were stuck in a crystal mine with all the other miners when the Gurn swooped in. We were no match. I wanted to play the hero, and I only put everyone's lives in danger. All of us thought we would die. Until
Good job,
Selene
Darian.
came and
Good
saved
job.
us all. She just stormed in, throwing fireball after fireball. She'd never even
We
used magic
can't
before,
throw
so it
fireballs,
came as a
but
shock to
okay.
everyone. It was a joke for many years in the village that a young girl saved a dozen burly miners.
How old did you say she was?
7, if I recall?
12.
Oh, 12.
Her magical powers were the perfect excuse for our mother to send her to a convent. The Sanctorium could never have turned down such a talented sorceress. Everyone in the village just went on and on about how Selene was a god-sent miracle.
Oh, I'm sure that finding a tutor to train her in the art of magic is a miracle in itself, especially in
Yeah.
a small farming village.
That's the thing. Celine never had a tutor. She learned on her own.
Wonder how. So the gods taught her?
She learned magic on her own. Oh, please. Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's impossible. There's no such thing as a natural magic user. Even prodigies undergo extensive training before they can. And I should know, I was one of those prodigies.
And how did that left you?
It would be a lie to say I had no teacher. The voices taught me how to use magic.
Told ya.
The voices? What voices? What are you talking about?
Mom and I decided to keep it a secret from everyone. Even from you.
Good call.
She didn't want people thinking I was mad.
Yeah, also a good call.
But
I was 12 when it first happened. I was working in the orchard when a crystal near me began to
And
glow.
from what they said at the beginning, the crystals are considered as sort of catalyst for gods themselves.
Something flashed
could say
before
that.
my eyes and I blacked out. When I came around, the voices were there, talking. They were kind. They explained to me that I shouldn't be afraid because they had come for a reason. They had a mission for me, They didn't tell me what it was then, but I trusted them fully. I didn't panic. It just felt safe. One step at a time, they told me what to do. The gestures, the breathing, the mental conjuring. Learning to use magic came simply and naturally. It was
Interesting,
amazing.
actually.
I felt guided, strong, all-powerful. And most of all, I felt love. I didn't even have to ask the voices who they were. I knew it was
Should have
the
asked.
gods.
Should have asked.
Selene,
I swear you'll understand everything. Just give me some time.
Not making it easier.
When Oboros mentioned your lost connection, was he referring to the fact you weren't hearing the voices anymore? Maybe?
Well, they gave you a
Sort of the
task,
story, but
so
Yes, then that would mean that Oboros...
is linked to the gods.
yeah, he
somehow.
knows that you had a
Yes,
connection to them.
That's why I
He
need
knows
answers
that they
now.
gave you a
Let's
mission,
press on. Great things await us.
and he knows what happened or what's going to happen. And another boss battle. Nope, it looks like a normal one. Just some high-level enemies.
A perfectly nice way to waste.
Let's get rid of this guy first in the middle, because he's nasty. And let's go for a defense breaker. Great, connected. Now a quickening gust. Concentrate full power on him. Short burst. We've done a lot of damage. So let's just end him. It's no use casting on him. Don't do much magical damage. Let's try a Thunder Rift 2 on this guy. Hope it will do something meaningful. Not just chip damage. And this guy should be done. Great. Now we'll start working on the right ice worm.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
Okay, wasn't that bad. This should be easy and quick. Nearly done. Another quickening gust. So only one guy left. That short burst is pretty powerful. Nope, wrong spell. Let's go for a light from above.
I will commend your soul to the gods.
Should stun him, at least I think. Seems to be working, because he didn't charge any his active time bar. Okay, some weapon levels always useful. So what do we have here? Dungeon. Nerf worm.
Just
Crap.
act like decoys, guys, and I'll do the rest.
Don't let anyone die. Should be easy.
Out of the way.
Those are not that strong, but we also can't use the Thunder Rift on them, from what I remember. Because they're immune to Thunder, while being an Earth Elemental Worm. And so we go with an Ice Rift. Let's just shoot this guy. Okay, let's move there in. Okay, that was quite good. This one's nearly done. Fortunately, we need to reload. Reload. Can't seem to speak properly now, for some apparent reason. And let's continue on. I guess I'll just go with short burst and 2 normal shots. So yeah, that was nice. Longer well rested. Let's try to get to that. Yeah. Oh, what is it? Looks like another Fia weapon.
Didn't you wonder how I knew you were in danger in the mines back home? The voices warned
Kind
me.
of.
And they also warned me that my life would change in the aftermath. So, when Mom
How
sent me to the
convenient.
convent, I didn't fight her. The voices told me it was supposed to be that way. But they didn't tell me what would happen afterwards. Once I joined the Sanctorium, my magical abilities were noticed quickly.
Okay.
For my tutors, it was inconceivable that a farm girl could learn such complex magic on her own.
So they were suspicious?
They
Or
kept
something like that?
pressuring me to tell them that someone,
Yeah.
a priest, a sorcerer, took me under their wing and taught me. They insinuated many things and hated that I wouldn't confess.
Man, but just like Oboros said, it's actually unbelievable. And so much more for them, I guess.
As a consequence, I was severely punished.
And your ethereal friends, those voices, where were they during all of this?
That's when the situation became increasingly difficult. As soon as I left the country, they suddenly fell silent.
Uh-huh.
I wonder why.
It was a terrible time. I was alone, ridiculed for my upbringing, and singled out because of my gifts. Every day I called to them, prayed to them, implored them,
And nothing.
and I was caught doing so. The word spread fast.
Oh.
The tutors quickly chalked me up as some kind of crazy genius. The fact that I was talking to myself was proof I was special.
Is this why Vaughn called you the Mad One?
Yes. From then on, I was a misfit. It had some
Understandable.
advantages. The tutors stopped mistreating me. Eventually, they lost interest in me. I was left alone for a long time. Until...
Until?
Oh, until I arrived, of course. A special
Yeah, I could say that.
teacher.
You're both special.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Because you're
Aren't you
mad?
going to continue the story?
Of course you
Reminder,
won't.
I'm an old man who was tortured to the brink of death moments ago. Do you really think I'm in any shape to walk and talk at the same time? Really, Darian? Shouldn't I be the one going senile?
You look better already.
Yep.
Thanks. I work out a lot. Anyway,
Also, come on, Oboros, what are you doing down there?
Myself.
Ah, crap, don't tell me I have to fight him. Of course I have to.
So,
Unskippable battle.
huh? Tell me about it.
Okay, what are you? Whoops, I thought that was Darian's turn. So, how do we do this? Yeah, let's go for an ice rift. Quickening gust. Should be able to finish this with just a normal shot. And now, great. I could move to the spot with the crystal on it, but I'll just attack. Don't need the added benefit. Not that strong of an enemy. And let's just finish the melee.
Out of the way.
Well, not a game changer, that region. So no use in worrying about that. Oh, something big's going. Think not. You do know I won't let you cast anything.
Out of the way.
Great. So what's in this chest? Okay, this sounds better. Hope it's one of the draconic tier weapons or Selene.
It's a good thing I found Selene at the time, else her incredible potential would have been utterly wasted. The brutal interrogation methods used by my ex-colleagues left her in bad shape. She was bitter and doubting herself.
Understandable, also.
Oh, now. You say that because I took it all out on you on our first meeting.
That was such a long time ago, my dear. Today I can reveal that my humiliating defeat was a simple trust-building exercise.
Of course it was.
Right.
As I was saying, Selene was beginning to think she was actually
Which she's not, obviously.
Oh, obviously.
Luckily, she happened to meet the only man in the Sanctorium who actually knew that what she was going through was a natural phenomenon.
It
which
is?
had already been documented several times in recent millennia.
Okay, if you say
Documented?
so.
And by who?
Yeah. Certainly not the Sanctorium.
The Venatis.
The same Venatis who built the cathedral we are seeking right now.
And the same Venatis whose automatons now
Yeah, I
free.
thought I heard that somewhere before.
I'm starting to see a trend there.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, the Venatis were a fascinating cast of prehistoric Astrians. It was common knowledge at the time that through a rigorous and ascetic life, some people could hear the song of the god, the sound of their voices. Through the gods' council, they
Okay.
learned to build extraordinary buildings, mastered the now forgotten art of crystal growth. They could shape crystals to
As we
their will.
saw on those gates that Daniel and Felon passed when they wanted to scout what was going on.
Okay, now I'm thinking you might be crazy too, old man.
Well, basically, well, yeah, he is the crazy
I'm
one.
still running some tests, but this would explain my molecular structure. If this body is of Venati origin, of course.
No offense, Thea, but I already chalked you up as crazy a long time ago.
Hmm.
If my single good eye wasn't supporting my entire structure right now, I would be rolling it at you.
This game has some nice dialogues, you know.
So this crystal
At least when it comes to
cathedral,
resources and fear.
was it built using the same technique? Crystal growth?
I would think so, actually, yes.
Yes, it's a place of great power. As I said, Selene lost
So
her ability
maybe
to hear
there
the
she'll
voices of the
hear them
gods
again?
during her internment at the convent.
Could be plausible.
Now, following the proper ritual in the Venati Cathedral,
Yeah.
she should be
thought
able
so
to
much.
hear them again and
Guidance about the cure, and
Or
guidance
if not
about
guidance,
Oboros.
then maybe some actually devastating spells.
It was all written on the
Think about it.
alabaster tablet, remember?
The thing we had to dig up with the Neckaru before we met you?
Yeah, I guess that one.
Yes, it was a relic I stole from the Sanctorium the day they expelled me. They couldn't read it anyway. They considered Venatis
Oh,
to
so
be
it's okay
nothing
then.
more than old world pagans.
Just like carnelians, huh?
Soon you'll understand how that could be a problem for me, Isaurus.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot of information. I stopped following. a long
Yeah,
time
I
ago.
suppose. It's a lot of take in.
I'll summarize it for you at the end.
How nice of you.
No, it's not too complicated. It's just that I don't care.
And I kinda understand that part also. And I don't know why I said it in such a strange way. But, continuing on. Yeah, I understand
I
why
hope
she...
this new layer of
just simply
complexity won't
doesn't care.
deter you from doing your part in the bargain, Fallon.
Don't worry, priestess. The moment you waggled that key in front of
Yeah.
my nose, I knew you were bad news.
If it comes to bargains,
But
I
find it
don't
hard to
think
resist
Fallon would...
high-risk, high-reward activities.
You know what else is too high? These mountains. So let's get climbing.
Okay, I wanted to let them finish. So I don't think Fallon would let anything slip from her. And this, I guess, is another fight that we can't evade. Of course.
Hell no.
This is getting kind of irritating. So let's just get this over with. The sucky thing is that the main caster guy is quite some ways away from us, and we can't reliably get rid of him. I hope Fallon will get her turn before he casts that thing, so we can basically shoot him out of the casting. What about a Thunder Rift? We'll go with that. Yeah. We can shoot him. Nice. Critical. Now to finish this one. And try to do something about those other two. Okay. That was a Thunderworm, and I didn't look closely. My bad. Sorry about that. Okay, I think this is going to be a Thunder Rift on his part, so this will hurt. It did hurt, and that's quite a lot. So, this guy has to go, obviously. Now I'm not caring about that objective. Short burst. Okay, you're not casting that. Now, to work on this guy. Okay, and let's see. I won't do anything now. Yeah, thought as much. Need to shoot this guy. And it would be a good idea to move someone who can strike that guy before he unleashes that spell. But I think that would be quite problematic. No, it won't. Great. Okay, definitely not tanking a spell on her. Oh, this will hurt. Finishing this guy. Now the worm's the only one left. We're quite weakened, so let's try Thunder Rift again. So let's just try to finish this off quickly. That's what I was going to say. Let's try standing here. And the Quickening Gust. So, the end? Yeah. Additional weapon level ups. Always a good thing. Fortunately, we didn't need one, but it's good to have a surplus of them. And another one. How far away are we? So I suppose 1 or 2 more fights. Ah, crap. Okay, let's get this on with. Hope there's a save point somewhere.
Just act like decoys, guys, and I'll do the rest.
Okay, definitely not leaving him for last. You can bet that. 2 Thunderworms. Not a very good thing, but at least that will contribute to the side quest. Don't know when I'll hand it in, but yeah, contributing to the side quest is always a good thing. Nearly done. Selene should be able to finish this. Great. Now, unfortunately, they're quite spread, so no group attacks from Oboros. And they all started casting. Not that good for us. And I guess it will be one of the two. I mean, Ice Rift 2 or Thunder Rift 2 spells. If he would let them, that is. Had no choice but to use that short burst on him. Didn't want to tank that spell, because they're quite nasty. As for Fallon, let's just shoot the guy. A lot of damage, nice. So we'll end this guy first.
Darkness before dawn.
Great. Now, last one standing. Shouldn't take too long. It's a good thing we crafted those new weapons. They're putting in some good work here. Another two weapon levels. And the quest's complete. Drake Fang, so that's for Darian. Looks kinda cool. But is it better than what we have? That's what I'm wondering. Ooh. Nice, so we should actually get the full Draconic set for Selene also, at least judging by how it went in the previous area and how it's looking now. Good God, we... okay. Let's go through all of this again. Why not? So the earthworms are the least of my worries. At least that's what I think. They haven't shown anything dangerous when we were fighting them previously. Selene is in a bad spot, kind of. But I'll just leave her there for a moment. Okay, so they can also cast some bullshit. Oboros to the rescue. Can hit them all. Yeah. Now, let's reload. Okay, we should tank this without problems. First I'll work on those thunderworms. I think they're the more dangerous ones. Shame I can use an area effect spell, because the only one I have is a thunder one. Well, no, I take that back. I also have an earth one, but that doesn't help us anyway. In any way also, so yeah. Also, I didn't want to use the short burst on that guy, because it would be a waste. Ah, crap. Thought as much. Can we shoot him? Yes, we can.
A prayer for your wayward soul.
Great, great. This is going really well. Let's reload. Knock him out of it. Finish him off. And only one left standing. Short burst him. Why not? Even with that additional speed that we've picked up from the new armor, Selene is really lacking in the speed department. Need to check the gems. Speed is a really important stat here, from what I can see, because the enemies are stacked on speed, at least the higher level ones. When we weren't going for speed previously, we had once such a fight that we nearly lost with just some random enemies that were running circus around us.
Cora told me you were
because of the
planning to
speed
overthrow
difference.
the Sanctorium elders. Is that true?
Nothing as dramatic as that. My aim is to reform the Sanctorium, not burn it down, and me and Alfarius have already garnered support from several people in the Sanctorium's ranks. Once we have the support
Okay,
of the
several.
people,
And how many are
others
there
won't be
there?
able to deny me a seat in the council.
The support of the people? Wait, is that why you're making those speeches sometimes?
Huh.
That's what Jagholm was supposed to be?
Yes. And now, Tyr Calum, too.
Okay, that's a logical and interesting way to go about it.
Aha! Nice.
The people need to know that someone is fighting for their salvation, that there is someone they can trust at the Sanctorium. few
That's a
villages
very
safe,
intelligent way to
and
go
the
about it.
rumor will quickly spread.
Yeah.
Selene will find a cure to the corrosion and become a heroic figure to the people. A savior, a saint.
And therefore she will have enough power and enough people behind her to try and reform the Sanctorium.
This is
Well,
completely
it's
nuts.
actually not, Darian. It's actually quite a meticulously planned out operation.
Once her status is recognized by the relevant authorities, she will reach the highest rank in the sect and will use it to set things right.
Not the quickest plan, but
Why
a
go
good
to all
one.
this trouble to reform the Sanctorium? Why now? Can't it wait until the war is over?
It can't wait
No.
much longer.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because magic is slowly disappearing. Okay, I should stop asking questions.
Then I'll take the bait myself. Why and how is magic disappearing?
Crystals are the homes of the gods. They sustain their
Yeah.
existence. To support the war effort, the Sanctorium has been depleting the crystal mines
So
of
yeah, so we
Midgar.
actually gained that information a couple of times
That is not all.
before.
The war against the Archelites itself has caused a major
Mm,
wound to
how
the
way?
Archelites' magic.
Did it cause that?
The consort's continuous invocations to repel the invaders are
Oh,
slowly
like
draining
that.
magic from the planet.
So there's nothing like Mystara, a goddess that could, I don't know, repair the magic weave here, the spell weave.
How can you possibly know that magic is vanishing? Did the gods tell you that too?
See, kids, magic is not a renewable energy source,
They didn't tell me.
unfortunately.
I suspect many other magic users can feel it too.
Yeah, this is quite logical also, because they're in touch with magical powers, and I bet they can feel the difference between what they can conjure now and what they did, and also, how should I put it, the density of magic, like energy, something like that.
And you just keep piling on information.
This is why I must talk to the gods, restore the connection I lost. It's been years since their last message, and now Oboros claims to be the last of their
Which could
servants?
not be a lie, actually.
There are too many unknowns.
There are a lot of gods. He could be a messenger not from the ones you talked about.
I'm not sure
talked
about
to.
any of this.
They can't and they won't.
I've gone with
Gods
the
are a
left one.
benevolent force. They will
It's
always
really
try to
strange
help us,
decision to
no
not
matter the cost.
give information that I'm picking and so prompt, like highlighting it or something. So I'll just say which one I picked. The left one. Oh, how good of them.
They
So
wouldn't
there
have
aren't any
sent
evil
me
gods?
any other way.
Strange.
That's rather convenient, huh?
Yeah, really.
Could a mother deny a crying baby her bosom? Impossible. It's the same relationship between
yeah.
the gods and the humans. The gods cannot
I
deny
don't
us
think
their
I'm buying
magic.
that.
You have quite a way with words, Alfarius.
The right
Magic,
one.
like
No.
everything else on this earth, is a finite resource. Keeping it alive is the gods' eternal struggle. It's not common knowledge, but there have been many, many demonstrations of this fact throughout
The
history.
spell plague. Cough, cough. No, that's not this world actually.
Just like the ebb of the tide, the rhythm of the moons, the sun, it comes and goes. Gods sometimes enter stages of lethargy, and magic slumbers with them.
Theories and lines from old books, Alfarius.
Kind of.
Remember the Roslin Comet?
That old legend? It was more than a millennium ago. It's no more than a bedtime story for children. I mean, a gigantic comet stopped dead in its tracks by a divine, mysterious power before it could crash down on Harry.
Well, now it seems more plausible. Also, the last one. Yeah.
At least the story seems consistent. Even that Oboros fellow mentioned Selene's lost connection to the gods.
Okay, now Oboros is going to corroborate Selene's story. What am I supposed to make of that?
We could just accept it as fact.
Is that all of this is true? Is that it? Good grief.
And enough.
How the hell am I supposed to deal with this? The whole time
Well,
we were
try
playing
to
a
at least.
high-stakes game right under my nose. And all along, I'm just the sucker who wants to save his mom and protect his sister.
Oh, don't be like that.
It doesn't change anything, Darian. I need you at my side more than ever. And we are still doing this to save Mom. It just so happens that the fate of the world also
Oh,
lies in the balance.
casually, just like that.
This
Huh.
is crazy.
Yes! This is crazy! It's got all the ingredients. A desperate bid to save the world and take over the Sanctorium too. It's completely megalomaniac, with just a zest of lost cause. True. And here I thought we were just looking for a boring old cure. Oh, now that's great. That's really great.
Do you realize how much this whole plan hangs on you, Oboros?
No.
I do. And I stand
You
by
do?
what I've told you. We will find the silver-haired girl.
And you guys?
I still don't care, by the way. I'm already wanted by most of the authorities in Harriet. Even if this Vaughn or any other fanatic from the Sanctorium tries to stop you from attaining your goal,
Oh,
it simply means
that's
more fighting.
that's
And
okay.
I'm down
That's
for
pretty
that.
straightforward. Good.
And I have no choice.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I'm glad we're finally done with the drama.
I concur.
Now, can we at least push on to the finals?
Yes, please.
Thea, do you... what you said you do...
Sum up, you mean? Yes. I will be able to summarize in words that even a 5-year-old
That could be
can
useful for
understand.
Darian.
Make it for a 5-year-old who thinks his sister's crazy.
I'm glad somebody's enjoying all this.
Someone must. So, okay, this is actually a stretch from the previous episodes when it comes to length, so I guess we'll leave it at here. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye bye.